Welcome to $4 Million Strategies, the best 4 minutes of business for practical strategies and tips you could apply to your business today. Very excited to have with us Michelle Rose and Shea Keats. They are the founders, two of the founders of Breakaway Advisors. They're going to talk to us today about a better way, a different way to how to do your financial reporting management. Michelle and Shea, tell us what you have to say today.
Yeah, we're really excited to talk about this because we have seen such incredible success with companies that have adopted this methodology of micro reporting. For the past hundreds of years, we've leaned into 30-day kind of reporting, that monthly reporting. But as things in our industry get faster, more efficient, we're seeing this kind of micro reporting really being effective and helpful in managing business and day-to-day operations. So basically what we did was we combined both cash accounting and accrual accounting to gamify and kind of make exciting financials to get everybody on board. So the concept that we came up with, and it really we came to this conclusion because an old boss of mine was like, do we have enough cash to make it through next week? Otherwise, my beer just isn't going to taste as good. So, I mean, who wants to, take that privilege away from anyone?
Who wants to have bad beer? That's not good.
Yeah, this is how it was born, to make beer taste better. Yeah. So here we are. And what we created was a way to make sure that our businesses had the cash to make it through the week and to track revenue targets and expense budgets. And with all of this taken into consideration, it really holds everybody accountable on a week by week basis. So how this kind of looks, or the layout, if you will, is we start with our current cash position, so our cash accounts. And then what we do is we know based on ACH, EFT schedules, what's coming out in the next 7 days, as well as any anticipated expenses. So we take that out of the cash balance and we go to the bottom and we say, okay, of the things that we can control, how does this look? And things that we can control, like maybe AP, we can actually hold that back, right? So that gives us power to make data-driven decisions. So now we've got our cash handled. The next thing we go into is how are we doing on our revenue targets based on the percentage of the month completed? Now, not everybody's revenue is linear through the month, but we can make best guesses on expectations, right? And so we say, based on expectations, how are we doing? And if we are doing better, it turns green. And if we're not, it turns red. Now, red doesn't always mean bad. It might just mean that we need to touch base with, let's say, project managers or, our customer teams. So it allows us to really lead and get ahead of it. Similarly, with our expense budget, we say that is traditionally more linear, the expense budget. And we say, okay, we're 50% of the way through the month. Are we 50% of the way through our expected expense budget? If we are over, we might actually do a travel spending freeze, which is not impossible. It's quite doable. So it gives us more control. And if we are 50% of the way through the month and only 20% of the way through our expenses, maybe we can lean into strategic investments in marketing or advertising to really increase our revenues. So with eyes and laser focus on both revenues, expected revenues, and where we are on expenditures, as well as keeping enough cash, what's not working? I mean, everybody is rowing together, and it's just, we've seen such incredible success. I mean, I think that the clarity itself is breeding such great success.
Brilliant. I really, truly mean this. It's interesting. When we work strategically with clients, one of the big game changers we have is working with people on a weekly basis to actually execute. When you combine the numbers, because as we know, most business owners look at their checking account, right? That's how they see whether they're making money or not. It's not necessarily true whether they're making money or not. And combining what you've done, cash and accrual, to get more currencies to make better decisions on a weekly basis is absolutely fantastic. Great insights. Thank you so much, Michelle and Shea from Breakaway Advisors. That was great insights.
Thanks, Carl.
And to everyone who's listening, encourage you to share and like this, as this has been great insights. That's why we continue to get great guests like Michelle and Shea from Breakaway Advisors. With that, have a great day.